Hello mga tangay, to start this video, I'll give you some numbers and I'd like to ask if you can please guess what those numbers are. Ready? Okay. 20,000 to 231,026 in 8 months. That's an increase of 1,055%. And the number can still increase. Can you guess what those numbers are? Hindi po siya actually gain sa stocks. Hindi rin siya benta ng lupa. Hindi rin siya MP2. Hindi rin siya increase sa rental property. Alam niyo po ba kung ano itong numerong ito? Sad to say, ito na po yung numero o bilang ng mga OFWs na napauwi at tinulungang pauwiin ng ating gobyerno mula sa iba't ibang bansa dahil nawalan po sila ng trabaho dahil sa pandemya. Kung isa ka po rito, I am really sorry that this happened to you. And I hope that God would give you a breakthrough after the pandemic. But if you're one of the OFWs who are blessed to still have a job and who still have salary wherever you are, I really encourage you to watch this video because in this video, we will discuss 7 action steps to crisis-proof our finances and our future as OFWs. Hello friends, hello mga tangay. Welcome back to our channel. Welcome to Pause, Pray, Simplify. If you're new here, I'm Janice. I'm a retired OFW together with my husband. We came home earlier this year to start our next chapter here in Palawan, Philippines. Now, medyo maselan po ang topic na to. Nakakadurog ng pusong pag-usapan. Napakahirap po. Hirap na hirap po ako na i-shoot ang video na ito. Sa maniwala kayo sa hindi. Pangatlong beses ko na po itong tinry na i-discuss at laging may naghihinder, laging may nangyayari kaya hindi ko ma-share. So, pasensya na po kayo. This is very important. This is really close to my heart and I really need to share this with you. And if there is any video in our channel at this point that I want you to watch from beginning until end, this is it. And I really hope that you would listen because this will help all of us OFWs. If you still have a job in whichever country you're in right now, this is something that we need to watch. If you're already doing this 7 action steps, if you've done it or if you're currently doing it, good for you. Congratulations. Hats off to you, no? But if you know someone who's not doing it yet, share this video with them. Or kung ayaw mo ng video na to, share the principles that you will learn from this video and share it with them. Binase ko po ang video na ito sa blog na sinulat ko noong April 29. So, sa hindi po nakakaalam, we have a blog as well. It's also pausepraysimplify.com and naandoon po, nilagay ko yung what OFWs can learn from the COVID-19 crisis, no? And it's really important that we pick up lessons from the crisis that we're in. And once we get the lessons, we need to apply them in our lives. So, bakit ko po ito ginagawa? I was a reporter for 8 years, more than 8 years in Dubai. I worked with Gulf News and I was so passionate. I still am. I'm passionate about personal finance and I used to write a lot about it. And because I wrote about it, I got to interview so many people who are doing well with their finances and so many people who are also in dire straits. Hirap na hirap po sila. May mga na-interview pa po ako na nakulong dahil sa utang and so many things. But obviously, may balance, no? Kung meron na rin naman po nagki-cater doon sa mga successful na. But what we'll do is discuss the things that we can do to improve our finances, improve and secure our future. Yun nga yung sinasabi ko, to crisis-proof, to pandemic-proof our future. Because it's our goal, it's my aim for our dream, no? For this channel to help OFWs maximize their time abroad so that they can retire on their own terms. Bakit namin sinasabi yung retire on their own terms? Nagsimula po ito dahil doon sa numero, no? Mga OFWs na napilitang umuwi dahil sa pandemya at nawalan sila ng opportunity na magtrabaho pa. Kumbaga sa pilitan. I want OFWs to retire by choice, no? To leave their work by choice, not because kinailangan silang tanggalin. And let's say tinanggal sila sa trabaho nila, may opportunity pa rin silang maghanap ng ibang trabaho. Bakit? Kasi they are financially sound. They can afford to stay overseas even if they don't have a salary for 2 or 3 months. So how will we do that? We'll be able to do that if we follow these 7 action steps. Okay po? Treat these action steps as a shield. Parang shield mo yan kapag may bagyo. And I don't know if you will think that it's corny or not, but I just want you to think of it as an analogy, parang as an analogy, as a mental picture na pagkatapos nyo panoorin yung video na to, yun yung matatandaan nyo, shields up. Shields up talaga. Na sa next crisis, sa next pandemic, matanggalan man ako ng trabaho, magkaroon man ng problema, I am ready. At hindi ako magiging biktima. Hindi ako magiging biktima ulit. Kasi I'm ready. So, ready na po ba kayo? If you want to take notes, you can. Of course, if you've already heard this, good for you. You may just skip to the next video. But if you want to listen, let's dive in. Let's learn together. Paano ba natin maka-crisis-proof ang ating finances, ang ating future? First is to invest. And hindi pa po pera ang i-invest natin. No? We invest in ourselves. The first thing that we need to do is to invest in our health. Make sure that we are healthy. Make sure that we protect our principal asset. And what is that? Our bodies. Kasi magaling man tayo o tayo na yung pinakamagaling sa industriya, but if we are sick, wala rin. So, during the pandemic na-expose ang lahat ng vulnerable Di ba po yung mga mayroong pre-existing condition, may mga diabetes, yung mga smokers, yung mga compromise ang immune system, sila yung mas nagsasuffer. Na kapag tinamaan sila ng COVID, ay mas nagiging complicated yung effect ng COVID sa kanila. So in our case, for us to be able to crisis-proof our future, our finances, we need to really take care of our health. Kasi there won't be any future if we are not taking care of our bodies right now. Diba? Baka, sabi nila, yung anti-aging, kasi hindi ka na mag-age, mamamatay ka na lang. So what we want is for us to be able to love our biggest asset, and that is our bodies, that is ourselves. Okay? So that's the first action step that we need to do. The second action step that we need to take is get insured, get protection. This is very important. Siguro kung meron kayong kaibigan na nag-offer sa inyo ng life insurance, I really think that friend is concerned about you, because ang dami ko rin pong na-cover nung nasa Dubai ako ng mga kabayan natin na nagkakasakit ng cancer, napakaraming sakit na mga critical illnesses, or minsan dismemberment or disabilities, na wala silang protection. At madalas naghihintay sila ng tulong sa ibang tao para mabayaran ng kanilang mga hospital bills. Or in case na mamatay sila or may mangyaring masama sa kanila, yung family nila, walang mangyayari sa family nila. Wala silang maiwan. So, insurance is very important because in case something happens to us, if we die, and we are the sole breadwinners of the family, meron tayong may iwan sa ating pamilya. Hindi nila kailangan magbenta ng lupa para meron pa silang income. Or meron pa silang way para masupport ang sarili nila. Whether you are earning a lot or not earning a lot, I truly and honestly believe that we all need to get insurance cover. So, my husband and I, that was the first major decision that we did as a couple. Now, we got married in December 2011, and then by August of 2012, we got a family insurance protection from Zurich. We pay 1,365 dirhams a month for a cover of $250,000 for the both of us. Now, we have, I think, less than 2 years left to pay. Kahit nandito na kami, nagbabayad pa rin kami para matapos namin yung 10-year term. Insurance is very important, and this is our responsibility. I can't stress this enough. Our health, our future is our responsibility. And so, instead na, let's say, magkaroon ka ng sakit or magkaroon ka ng problema in the future, instead na gamitin mo yung savings mo, you have something to get you covered. You're covered. If you want more details, if you want a more detailed explanation, please comment down below if you want me to talk about it. I'm not an insurance agent, and I'm not selling any insurance insurance plans. But I really hope that all of us can get insured. I remember there's a friend of a friend, in Dubai and nagkaroon ng cancer yung spouse niya, yung wife niya, no? Pero hindi na sila na problema pagdating sa hospital bills, sa chemotherapy. Ang iniisip na lang nila, paano magkukup yung asawa nila. Support na lang. Support and prayers. Hindi na sila na problema sa magkano ba yung kailangan nilang bayaran sa hospital. Magkano ba yung pagpapagamot. So, it's really important that we have something to get us covered. And insurance is not an investment. Insurance is a way to protect your future income. Okay po? So, action step, go and get insured. The third action step that we need to make to crisis-proof our future and our finances is to budget. I know that this can be, or this may be the curse word in other households, no? Ayaw mag-budget, nahihirapan sila dahil nagba-budget. But really, budgeting is key for you to be able to succeed financially, no? Kung wala kang budget, hindi mo alam kung saan napupunta yung kinita mo. Actually, in one of my articles, I asked, in your 5, 10, 2, 3 years in wherever you're working, kamusta na yung savings mo? Kamusta na yung savings nyo? Ubus na ba? Meron po ba? Kung wala, ibig sabihin po, baka hindi effective yung pagbabudget natin. Or, baka hindi tayo nagbabudget. Kailangan nating magbudget. It's really important that before the month begins, you write down where you will send your money to. Kasi pera yan eh. Kapag hindi mo yan pinlano, aalis at aalis yan. Kaya kailangan planuhin natin, bago pa dumating yung sahod natin, na plano na natin kung saan sila pupunta. This is our budget notebook, my husband and I. So, ang pangalan niya is Brave. Nakuha ko lang kahit isang notebook, no? So, from 2013 as husband and wife, nakasulat na po dito yung budget namin. From 2013 to 2019. So, ibig sabihin, 6 years po namin sinulat ang aming budgets. Makikita mo rito yung hirap, yung sarap sa pagsisave, yung hirap pag naubos yung savings, and all that. It's very important because at least at the end of your time in whichever country you're in, alam nyo kung saan napunta yung pinaghirapan nyo. So, ako alam ko na noong buwan ng August at September, no, nagbayad ako ng miscellaneous sa sasakyan na ganitong halaga. Alam ko at maa-account ko kung saan napupunta yung pera. And at the same time, makakabigay tayo ng control, no? Alam natin na hindi natin kailangan mag-splurge on this thing kapag tayo ay nagbabudget, pinagkakasya natin yung pera. And when we budget, it's really important to involve your spouse. It's a team effort, no? Na lalo na sa OFW, kung ikaw lang po ang nag-iisang OFW sa ibang bansa tapos ang iyong pamilya ay nasa Pilipinas, kung ikaw ay may budget sa abroad, dapat ang iyong pamilya sa Pilipinas ay may budget din. Ako po ay nagko-coordinate ng Financial Peace, no? Financial Peace University. It's a course by Dave Ramsey. He's an American financial guru, and what I teach, ang ginagawa ko is parang binabagay natin sa OFW yung Financial Peace University, and I stressed in that course that OFWs need to budget, and they need to have 2 budgets. 1 budget abroad and 1 budget here in the Philippines. Bakit? Kasi hindi pwedeng ikaw, nagbabudget ka, inaayos mo yung paggastos mo sa abroad, pero yung pamilya mo sa Philippines, hindi nila nakokontrol kung saan napupunta yung pinapadala mo. So, it's really important for both of you, both households, to have a budget. And that budget is a zero-based budget. Ibig sabihin, lahat from 1 dirham or 1 peso to the 10,000 na tinatanggap nila, naka-assign po yan. Walang matitira. Okay? So, if you want me to talk more about zero-based budgeting, then let me know in the comments below and I'll include that. Okay po? Kami pong mag-asawa, we've been following Dave Ramsey. You can Google him, you can check him out. We've been following him for, I think, 6 years, and he's very much responsible for most of the gains that we've made financially. Yung mga failures naman namin, I don't really attribute it to him. It's our mistake for not being disciplined enough. But if you want me to talk more on that, well, of course, I'll be happy to share it with you. Ano ba yung principles na tinuturo ni Dave Ramsey? So, meron siyang tinatawag na 7 baby steps na susundin. First is a starter emergency fund of $1,000. So, kung nasaan ka man, kunin mo lang kung ano yung equivalent nito. So, itong starter emergency fund na ito yung gagamitin mo kapag ka nagkaroon ka ng emergency. So, kung nasa Philippines naman yung family mo, dapat meron din silang starter emergency fund. Okay? Sabay. Baby step number 2. Kapag natapos mo na yung baby step number 1, punta ka na sa baby step number 2. Ano ba yung gagawin dito? Bayaran ang lahat ng utang. Lahat ng utang pera sa mortgage. If you have a mortgage, i-reserve natin yan sa huli. So, ano ba yung mga utang na to? Utang sa bangko, utang sa ospital, utang sa kapitbahay, utang sa kung saan-saan, credit card debt, personal loan. As fast as you can, pay them off to become debt-free. So, he uses the debt snowball method wherein you start with the smallest amount first and then dire-diretso habang lumalaki, bayaran mo so that you can be debt-free. So, that's baby step 2. Once you're done with baby step 2, you can now proceed with baby step 3. And the third step is for you to set aside 3 months worth of living expenses, 3 to 6 months of living expenses as your emergency fund. So, kung yung baby step 1, $1,000 lang, kasi starter emergency fund lang siya. Pag natapos mo ang lahat ng iyong utang, doon ka na sa baby step 3 na meron ka ng 3 to 6 months na emergency fund. Baby step 4 ay mag-start ka ng mag-invest ng 15% of your household income for retirement. And baby step 5 is to pay off or save for your children's college education. Baby step 6 is to pay off your mortgage, pay off your house. And baby step 7 is to build wealth and give. Pwede ko pong i-discuss yun in detail kasi masyado nang hahaba kong ito, no? Pero let me know in the comment section below if you want me to discuss that in detail and how, as OFWs, we can use that to our advantage so that we can be financially at peace. The fourth action step that we need to do to crisis-proof our finances and our future is to build an emergency fund. Just like what I said earlier, it's part of the 7 baby steps of Dave Ramsey, and it's really important to have 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. Ano po ba yung ibig sabihin nun? Hindi lang siya yung hindi sahod, no? Kundi yung living expenses. Let's say, ang living expenses mo for a month is 10,000 dirhams, or sanay pa rin ako sa dirhams. Ang living expenses mo sa isang buwan dito sa Philippines ay 30,000 pesos or 50,000 pesos. I-multiply mo lang po yan sa 3 to 6 months. Bakit ito importante? Dahil kapag ikaw ay nawala ng income, let's say nagkaroon ka ng sakit, or currently, God forbid, nagkaroon ka ng COVID at hindi ka makapagtrabaho, or nawalan ka ng trabaho. So that means wala kang income. Your emergency fund will be your buffer, no? Na hindi mo nakakailanganin ng ayuda. Hindi mo kakailanganin ng ayuda kasi meron kang pang-ayuda sa sarili mo. Meron kang itinabi para sa, ano yung tawag ng mga lola natin? Rainy day fund or reserved fund. Lord willing, kapag meron ka ng emergency fund, hindi mo na kailanganin yun. Usually, ganoon, yung emergency fund hindi nagagamit kapag ka just regular days, no? Pero kapag ka may pandemic, malaking tulong po ito. Para naman po sa mga tangay natin, mga kaibigan natin na nahihirapan magtabi ng emergency fund, no po. Siguro ito na lang yung i-share ko. Noong nag-pandemic po ba, meron kayong napanggastos, meron kayong nahugot, o kinailangan nyo pang maghintay ng ayuda o tulong sa iba for you to survive? Kung ang nangyari po sa inyo ay yung pangalawa, kinailangan nyo pa ng ayuda, ang masasuggest ko po para talaga makapag-set aside tayo ng emergency fund ay alalahanin nyo po, remember the pain that you felt nung kinailangan nyo pa ng ayuda, tulong sa iba. Remember it and use it as your fuel na never again will I be a victim of any crisis. Never again will I have to ask help from anyone because I can help myself. Because I will set aside funds for my rainy day fund. At magsusurvive ako in case magkaroon ng crisis. Baka nga ako pa yung makatulong sa iba. Diba mas maganda? mas maganda kung tayo mismo kaya nating tumayo sa sarili nating paa. Hindi natin kailangan mahiya, hindi natin kailangan matakot, hindi natin kailangan mag-alala. Kasi, disiplinado tayong nagtatabi para sa atin. Para sa atin. Ngayon, kung meron na po tayong emergency fund, hindi po natin ilalagay yung tiwala natin dito, na may emergency fund ako, okay lang kahit magka-crisis. I have money, I can help myself, I can support myself. No, that's not the attitude po. We don't trust riches, but we consider it as God's provision in advance. Ako personally, I consider it as God's provision in advance. And in case magkaroon ng problema, syempre sa Panginoon pa rin tayo unang tatakbo. At itong pera na to na tinabi natin yung emergency fund, iisipin lang natin na, ang galing, nag-provide na agad ang Panginoon. Ang pinakamagandang verse po dito para sa example na to ay yung 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 17. Sabi dito, command those who are rich in this present age not to be haughty, nor to trust in uncertain riches. Sabi, huwag daw tayo magtitiwala sa pera na hindi naman sigurado. Pero, saan tayo magta-trust? Sa living God, who gives to us all richly to enjoy. So, ang Panginoon natin, siya yung nagbibigay ng kung anong meron tayo at sa Kanya lang tayo magtitiwala. Not in our emergency fund, not in our savings, not in anything else. So, I hope po, kung hindi pa po kayo na-convince about saving for your emergency fund, Kasi ang pagsasave po para sa emergency fund, gagawin mo talaga lahat. Kami po, nagbenta ako ng mga pang-bake ko, binenta ko yung bike ko, dami kong binenta. Kinitis namin yung sarili namin para makapagtabi po talaga kami. At nung nagkaroon ng krisis, nagamit namin siya. Sana hindi ko kayo nasaktan doon sinabi ko, kung wala kayong emergency fund or kung kumuha kayo ng ayuda or nangailangan kayo ng ayuda. I don't mean to offend anyone po. What I'm trying to say is, kayang-kaya natin yung sarili natin. Matutulungan natin yung sarili natin. At, ang pinakapaganda pa nito, kung kaya natin tulungan yung sarili natin at kung meron tayong sobra, kaya rin nating tumulong sa iba. So the fifth action step that we need to take in order to crisis-proof our finances and to crisis-proof our future is to invest now and diversify. Mas mahirap po kung wala tayong investment, lalo na kung mapapauwi tayo ng hindi oras. So mas maganda po kung yung kinikita natin ay kumikita rin. Ang pinakaunang gagawin sa pag-invest is to invest in your mind. Baguhin natin yung mindset natin. We have to read up on the best investment principles, the things that you need to do to grow your money and to make your money make more money for you. Okay po? Magkaroon ka ng passive income. So, aralin nyo ang real estate, aralin nyo ang stocks, aralin natin ang MP2, ano-ano ba yun? At once na alam na natin yung risks and rewards, doon na tayo magdedesisyon. Mag-i-invest ba ako dito? Magkano ilalagay ko? Tuwing kailan? Ano ba yung pinaka-priority ko? So, yun po yung pinaka-importante. Now, meron po akong shinera nito na dapat tayo mag-invest. At ang ginawa niya, napakarami niya ng investments all at the same time. While that is good, marami tayong investments, I also give you caution and warning, na wag natin ikalat masyado lahat ng ating pera. Lalo-lalo na sa panahon ngayon na kung malaki yung chance na magkatanggalan ng trabaho and all that. So, only invest what you can manage. Kapag hindi mo na siya ma-manage, wag po. Kasi kailangan lahat ng investment natin, minomonitor natin, na pag-aaralan natin yung growth. If you want us to talk more about that, we can. But right now, I'm just giving you the basics because if you haven't done this yet, I encourage you to do this now. There's no time to waste. We need to do this now. Okay po? Hindi tayo makakauwi on our own terms. Hindi tayo makakapag-retire on our own terms if we don't have any income replacement. So, we need to have passive income, yung lagi nilang sinasabi. At ano-ano po ba yun? Marami tayong pag-uusapan na iba't ibang ways para magkaroon ng passive income in this channel. Number 6, plan for retirement. Hindi man to yung retirement na matanda ka na, but that's the most important thing, pinagpaplanuhan natin dapat kung ano ang mangyayari sa atin pagka tayo ay medyo kulubot-kulubot na. Hopefully, hindi naman, ano. And dapat pinagpaplanuhan din natin ang ating retirement from overseas work. So, ano ba yung, medyo kadugtong niya yung action step 5. Ano ba yung pwedeng makasuporta sa atin at sa pamilya natin kapag tayo ay titigil na sa pagtatrabaho sa abroad? At magagawa lang natin yan kung aaralin natin back to step 5. But, once na mapag-aralan na natin yan, i-apply natin sa step 6, action step 6. Hindi pwede na magpatuloy ang isang OFW na nagtatrabaho sa abroad nang walang plano. Wala kang plano kung paano ka uuwi. Okay po? Huwag tayong parang basta bahala na si Batman. No? Hindi po bahala si Batman sa atin. Tayo ang bahala sa ating sarili. So what should we do? We should start planning our retirement. How can we do that? By doing action step number 5. And the last action step that we need to do in order for us to crisis-proof our finances and to crisis-proof our future na po is to remember that we are all stewardship. Remember that everything that we have right now, our time, our talents, our treasures, they are not exactly ours, but they are the Lord's at binibigay lang to sa atin ng Panginoon para i-manage. So, kung noon po, hindi natin na-manage ng gusto for whatever reason, hindi natin na-manage ng gusto ang ating finances, ang time natin, even yung paggamit natin ng oras natin, ngayon, babaguhin na natin yung perspective na yun. Ako po ay isang believer, I'm not saying you have to do this. We believe, and the Bible teaches that we need to set aside what's God's first, and then faithfully manage whatever is left. So, siya muna, and then, pagkasyahin mo yung matitira. Hindi yung gamitin mo muna kung ano ang matira para sa Panginoon. Hindi po yun. Ganon. Ang sabi ng Panginoon, unahin siya. At kapag inuna natin siya, I swear to you, God is a faithful God. And sinabi niya yun mismo sa kanyang salita sa Malakay. Po? Sabi niya, bring me all the tithes in the storehouse that they may be food in my house. And prove me now. Ito yung verse na sinasabi niya na, subukan mo ako. Sabi niya, subukan mo ako at pagpapalain kita. Bubuksan ko ang windows of heaven at pagpapalain kita. Siguro kailangan lang talaga natin baguhin yung ating perspective. At once na mabago natin yung ating perspective, mas magiging madali na siya for us. Mas magiging madali na nating gawin yung action steps na po. These action steps are not in order. You can do kung alin man yung mauuna, but I would prefer that lahat tayo mag-shields up, magtulungan tayo as OFWs. And it is my dream na lahat tayo ay magiging successful at talagang we can all maximize our time abroad, maximize our earnings, maximize and be able to set aside something for our future so that if mangyari ulit, magkaroon ulit ng isang krisis, protektado tayo. Paano? Protektado tayo una sa lahat ng Panginoon dahil alam natin na ang Panginoon ang nagbibigay at kumukuha. Ang Panginoon ang nagbe-bless. At protektado rin tayo kasi yung disiplina natin sa pag-manage ng lahat ng resources natin na andoon na. Kung meron man po sa atin na medyo nahihirapan magtabi, mag-budget, mag-reserve for our emergency fund po, I understand if it's really hard. It is. Mahirap po naman talaga. But, hindi porket mahirap, hindi na natin gagawin. Actually, mas rewarding nga kapag nagawa natin kahit mahirap. So, those are the 7 action steps that we can take in order to crisis-proof our finances and to crisis-proof our future. If you're doing already 1 or 2 or 3, I hope that you will do all 7 and more. If hindi pa po, I hope that darating din yung panahon na magagawa po natin ito. Kahit yung number 7, mag-start lang tayo sa number 7 and the rest will follow. Kasi talagang mababago yung perspective natin. If you want me to talk more about how my perspective about money changed, comment down below and I'll share with you the most painful experience that we had that taught us a lesson. That's why everything changed for us. So I hope that you found value in our video today. Medyo mahaba po siya, medyo kakaiba siya sa usual na pinag-uusapan natin. I hope makatulong. At I hope I did not offend anyone. Please know that I mean well. If I offended anyone, sorry po, pasensya na po. But talagang pangarap ko lang, no, na lahat tayo mag-asenso, umasenso. Kasi every time I would do a story at nakabisita pa ako ng tao na nasa kulungan dahil nagipit siya, it really pains me, it really breaks my heart. Lalo-lalo na kapag nalalaman ko na may mga kabayan tayong napapauwi na walang-wala. It's really heartbreaking. And so, if you can do me a favor, please share whatever principles you learned with your friends. And together, let's help each other. In this channel, I'd like all of us to be able to build a community wherein we are our own cheering squad, na we will cheer each other on, we will build each other up so that all of us can succeed. Na bawat OFW, asensado, lahat tayo nagtutulungan. So, share niyo po sa mga kakilala niyo kung nakatulong. Kung hindi, okay lang. Next time, sana makatulong pa ulit. Thank you very much for spending time with me and thank you for reaching this point. Let me know which one's the hardest of all the action steps. Let me know in the comment section below. Alin ang pinakamahirap? At kung mahirap, bakit? So that we can cheer you on and off. So thank you very much for spending time with me. I'll see you in the next video. God bless you all.